Ladies and gentlemen, we's back.
All right, feel it, feel it. But I just want to real quick say, when I went to the
So,
Brewers game, it was Hank Aaron Day, and it was
Oh
down
man,
here at the Braves Stadium. So he played for both the Braves and the
right, and the
Brewers.
Brewers.
So it was I was loving that they waited until they played the Brewers for that to take place. So
that's
Oh,
that's
that's
just
super
dope.
wanted to
dope.
stun on that real quick.
What was that they gave?
Huh?
What was that they gave?
What was there?
Well, no, what was that you were showing? What was that
Uh,
they gave?
oh, it was
Like
like a
what?
pamphlet, like like the game day pamphlets that they
Oh,
give you,
okay,
like with the
yeah,
rosters
yeah,
in them. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
hmm
yeah. So yeah, but it was July 30th through August 1st. So it was nice, man, for real.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
dope as hell.
And then this year they got like 44 and like mostly all the baseball stadiums, like 44 like cut in their grass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty slick.
Oh, let me move this
Go
back
Brewers,
from here.
by the way. Get ready to celebrate, Milwaukee.
Of course.
Right.
The city gonna pipe up again.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, I'm
Yeah.
killing right now.
But let me go ahead and start with
Still
this
going on.
intro. Hold on a second. I ain't even turn on Logic. I am bugging today. Give me 1 second, gentlemen. And everybody tuning in, thank you for tuning in for us. We just getting started here, and we got a couple topics for y'all today.
I want to apologize to y'all too for the last episode because I was still celebrating. And I was, even though I was alert,
Yeah.
I was still celebrating.
Yeah, you ain't wrong, my brother, at all.
Go Brewers.
Mhm.
I mean Bucks and Brewers.
And Brewers.
Yeah, Bucks and Brewers.
Mhm.
Yeah, you see we representing MKA to the
Always.
fullest, live from Bedford Stuyvesant.
sir.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
my fault, y'all. This the only hat I have the match down label shirt. Man.
Turn it after.
I'll be walking around everywhere. They be like, man, 49ers gonna be nice this year. I'm like, man, I don't care about that.
Well,
They
yeah.
just match my it just match my shoes, man.
All right. Let me go ahead and start with this introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, we bake with another episode of Unlabeled the Podcast. I got my good friend Kendall in the building. How you feeling this week, brother?
I'm feeling amazing. Just man, I'm still celebrating inside. And yes, that's all I want to say. Feel it, feel it.
Feel it.
I don't want to yell.
I also got my good friend Blaze in the building. How you doing this week, brother?
You, what's going on? I'm good, man.
You good?
Welcome to New Niece this week.
Yep.
Shout out to Zanaya.
Who?
You said a new niece?
A new niece. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Who had a
Oh,
baby?
congrats.
My little sister had her baby.
Congrats, bro.
Oh, congrats.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Blessings.
Well, look, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up for her right quick.
I'm already out.
I already followed up for it.
This is gonna be a little bit different this week. We in a more relaxed environment, and I also have my good friend Montre in the building. How you feeling this week, brother?
Oh man, feeling good and blessed, brother. Sorry I ain't been out here in a minute. Been handling a little business.
No, man, it's all good. Blessings all around, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot to celebrate today. We've been on a hiatus, but whenever we can come together, whenever we got time, it's always a good thing, man. So
Yeah.
blessings all around, man. No complaints here.
And salute to the USA basketball team. Well, USA as a whole, because we definitely came back in the clutch and grabbed all those goals so that we could take first place once again. But just salute to the USA basketball team because I love basketball. And the fact that they handled business. And shout out to my brothers for getting 2 gold medals, Drew and Middleton.
Yes, sir.
Salute. Go
Right,
Brewers.
sure.
I mean, go Bucks.
Mm-hmm. Win is win,
Oh,
They
for
got
sure.
that,
Gold is a gold.
Gold and that trophy.
It ain't no silver.
Yeah. Right.
It was a gold medal. So
Can't tell them nothing right now.
I don't care if it was a
Right.
bronze.
Right.
I'm still celebrating, but
Straight
it was
up.
absolutely a gold. So and the ladies took the gold as well. So salute to them too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Brittany Griner, I think she had 30. I think she put 30 on their head. But that's like 7th consecutive. So we really never worried about them winning the whole thing. So that's pretty much in the bag.
And shout out to our brother Muhammad for taking Be Clear worldwide as well.
Yes, to the next level.
Yeah. So
Be Clear H2O. Follow.
Sure.
right. If y'all not familiar with
That's big, man. That's big.
We're gonna get to him soon.
Yeah, we definitely
Yeah,
gonna
you
get him on
get-
here soon. But
He'll be on.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll drop that to you.
yeah, he got
For sure. Yeah. Salute to him.
If y'all not clear what we're talking about, Be Clear is a new water brand, and it's basically bottled in aluminum, so he can stop you getting poison from plastic in your body, so to speak. But yeah, man, definitely check out Be Clear. Follow him on Instagram, and we're gonna get him on here real soon. And it's BK Clear, like BKLEAR. Yeah, LER. Yep.
H2O.
H2O, yep, on Instagram. So, but it should come up no problem. But like I say, definitely click on that, follow that, so y'all can see them, so y'all can be a part of the movement. And while we on women and women Olympics, man, I got a question for y'all. Why women don't like us?
English Garner.
Yeah, why women don't like us to relax, man?
Why don't they what?
Why don't they like us to relax?
Like us to relax? What's that?
Man, listen, right. I was in the middle.
Y'all can't even relax on Father's Day. What y'all talking about?
Exactly. Yeah. I was in the middle of some good gaming last night, man, and I had to get up to kill a spider, man. Spider wasn't doing nothing to nobody. It was definitely urgent. Spider wasn't doing nothing to nobody. Wasn't bothering nobody. Spider was chilling. Lights got turned on. Hey, I need this spider kill. I need you to get up right now. Why can't I just relax, man, and play my game?
Hey, man, you got to kill it. And she probably said kill it about 6 times. So you really had to urgently get up and go do it, like Blake said.
Kill it. Straight. Like, but
I know she had a shoe on.
Man, listen, slide something. It wasn't no barefoot walking around.
By the way, the spider was probably terrified of first her, and then especially you once you came on the scene.
Dog, I felt bad for the spider too, because he got a slow death. I sprayed all kind of chemicals on him. He didn't even die.
So you didn't even step on him. You just basically gassed him.
Yeah. Hey, dog, I felt so bad for him, man, because he was just over there squirming, trying to get out the chemicals, dog. I'm like, my bad, brother. You gotta go like this.
Hey, Ron, was you cussing at him though? Like, motherfucker.
Nah.
Look, hey, fucked up my game.
Hey, I wanted to cuss at him, dog. But
I need a spider, man. I got me a gnat problem right now in my apartment, and I don't know why. So I need me some spiders right now to come take care of these, because I've been doing all types of concoctions, and these niggas still finding a way to interrupt me.
Hey, Kendall, I'm a capture a few of these Texas spiders, bro, and I'm gonna send them to you, bro.
Please send me some of them spiders
via overnight package.
You don't want them
Texas joint.
Hey, I just need some small ones. I don't need no Black Widows.
Listen,
I just need a few spiders.
Hey, listen, Blaze and Kendall. Hey, when me and Ron was roommates, bro.
Oh, here we go.
So listen, we sitting on the balcony, right? We sitting on the balcony, bro. Gorgeous ass, like Saturday night, bro. We just sitting there, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? Sipping. You know what I'm saying? Doing our thing, bro. Listen. His sister came up there, bro. She was like, she came outside. Rome sitting here, bro. I'm sitting here. You know what I'm saying? Right next to him. His sister like, hey, Trey, you scared of spiders? I'm like, no. Hey, can you come kill this one? Listen, the whole time she ain't said nothing to Rome, bro. He was sitting, look, and the way he looked was like, he looked at her like, shit, better not ask me. Listen, bro.
She walked smooth by me, dog.
Hey, listen, I go by him, bro. Listen, this ain't no spider, bro. It's a whole dragon in the house, man. Listen, I ain't never seen nothing this big. I said, oh, no. Listen, bro. I grabbed, Rome had this case of books, bro, that was probably about this thick. Dog, listen, I walked over to it and just dropped it on it, bro. That's how big it was, bro. Listen, dropped it on it, then jumped on the books because I had to make sure that motherfucker was dead. Listen, Rome
made a noise.
Rome didn't even look at. He didn't even look in the house, bro. The door opened. He didn't even look to see if like, hey, what they doing in there. He was like, "Listen, I ain't fucking with them things."
I blame him.
Hey, he would not.
I don't need them though.
Would not move, bro.
Listen.
Hey,
because if you send me them, if you send me them, they getting smacked with one of these.
Hey.
Oh, there you go.
You got to kill it with that, though.
This a hard copy. I ain't got to do nothing. All I got to do is drop it. I ain't got to step on it. It's over as soon as anything.
No, hey, Kendall.
If y'all hand landing under this, it's going to hurt.
Nigga, is that an Encyclopedia Britannica that you have right there?
Yeah. Well, basically for security.
Yeah.
Hey, Kendall, the step on was for me, for my psyche. Yeah, I knew it was.
Yeah, I love you.
Hey, you got, I had to make sure before we lift that. I'm like, bro, listen.
And you lift it up slow to check.
Right. I swear to God.
Hey, because in my head, I was like, listen, he either dead. If he ain't up under here, we going to the hotel tonight.
He mad.
God.
He dead or he
Right,
mad.
because he done ran away. Right. If he ran away, it's over for y'all. He waiting for
all-
y'all to go to bed.
That big ass spider was lifted up that
night.
book like, nigga,
It was
what
a
you
wrap.
doing? What you doing with this? You see the little ass
Yeah,
book
you
out of
think
here.
it's
Oh God, it ain't sweet over here. Get this little ass book out of here.
Only ones that can dodge them is roaches.
Right.
The spiders here jump, so
Oh, no.
y'all wouldn't want that smoke.
I don't need that. I just
Hold on,
need
wait,
ones
wait.
that like to chill in the corner
Hold on,
and
wait.
wait for Natch to
We
come
not
to their
we not gonna
bed.
breeze by that. What did you say, Blaze? You said the spiders there do what?
They jump.
Nah.
Like you'll go to step on that motherfucker and jump out the way.
Little Vince Carter's, huh?
They flat out,
bro.
Hey,
Mm-mm,
a
nah.
couple of times I just said, "Fuck it, man, go."
Nah.
You said twice. That motherfucker did. He bobbing and weaving. He like, go ahead, man.
Dog, never in a million years.
Straight up,
bro.
dog. Hey, man, for real.
That's me with spiders, man. Like, they taking care of some things for me. I need them gnats. Don't send me them big ones though. I'm good on that.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you don't want to see no wolf
I
spider.
don't need no
bro.
dragons. Dragons. You know where I go with the dragons. It's Game of Thrones. And that's it. After that, I don't need no komodos. I don't need no alligators.
Straight up.
I don't even want a snake. I'm good. I like reptiles, but I don't need them in my house.
Straight up. Let me ask a question though, because I was sitting up here thinking the other day, man, about just like songs, because you know we got Kanye album, his new album coming out, and it sounds phenomenal.
Oh, to answer your question, there's no relaxing. Continue.
Oh yeah, because I would say y'all definitely didn't answer my question about women letting us
yeah.
relax. So
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
it's definitely no relaxing.
We went into spider mode. My bad. That's what we do on that.
Yeah, straight up. What you say though, Blade?
It's no relaxing. You're right.
No, that's it. So
And if you is relaxing, it's something wrong. It's like, what's wrong?
Fact. Y'all, it's about to break up. You don't even know about it yet.
mhm.
Hey, I missed the whole question because I had the bathroom break, man.
All right. Yeah, I was asking why women don't never let us relax before I was moving into this next conversation, but they didn't answer it, Trey, obviously. So
we did answer a little bit, and then we just went into spiders.
they said there's no relaxing. You can't relax when women around.
Hey,
And even on Father's Day.
Hey, women, we definitely got to change this narrative though.
Hey, I'm gonna answer the question. Kendall put me up on this.
Mm-hmm.
What was the percentage, Kendall? 70% of women are at their happiest when their spouse or husband is upset.
I don't even remember if I gave you that number, but that's hilarious. That sounds like a quote I would look up.
No, listen. No, Kendall, it was a while ago though. He sent me it was something from like they did like a study at Harvard or something like that. Yeah, where they asked like 10,000 women. I think it was like 10,000 women or something like that. Yeah, and basically they said if he's upset, we know he cares.
Hey, I told my girl that the other day. I said the goal of your day is to fuck with me. Like, what the fuck? Like,
Hey, listen, because if you give her that energy back, she like, he loved me. That's crazy, dog.
Yeah. Hey,
we love y'all though, man. Straight up.
I was once told.
that toxic shit, man. Get the fuck out.
I think I said something to the effect of like, you get on my nerves or something. And she was like, Kendall, that's my job. I was like, wait, that's not your job though.
No, it's not.
I don't think I said you. I don't think it was something different. I think it was like, yeah, it might have been that. I can't remember fully, but that's my job. Had me rolling, bro. I said, that's your job? Okay.
Yeah.
No, that's your job. It's hysterical, man.
That's my job. That was hilarious. Yeah, that was some years back though. I can't remember. That was like 2017, 18, somewhere around there. But anyway, I'm sorry. We went off into a tangent.
Oh no, you good. I'm over here producing, man. I'm over here sending out links and yada yada yada. You know how that go. I'm always doing the nerd stuff behind the scene. But no, the next question I have for y'all was like, what songs do y'all have? Do y'all feel like that might have changed y'all lives or might have saved your life at one point? Because I can point to a couple songs, but I just want to get y'all input first, and then I'll get the listeners mine.
Of course, the first song is "Good Vibrations" by Marky Mark. I mean, what else?
Good vibration.
Of course.
Y'all let Kendall bring this up every single week.
Song of the century.
Every single week.
Feel it. Come on.
That didn't change our lives.
Good vibration, dog. You know goddamn well good vibration never changed nobody's life.
Splashing in New York alleys.
Listen.
Or Boston.
Boston. Yeah, from Boston.
Excuse me. My bad.
What song you got, bro?
Hey, listen, as y'all listeners can see. Hey, Montel's in the chat. He said he got some good ribs coming. Hey, as y'all listeners can see, they are full of it, dog. Somebody else said through the wire. When our other listeners said through the wire, that changed their life. Yeah.
Through the wire. But not I'm gonna say the whole Love Below album, Andre 3000. I didn't think I was gonna even listen to that, man, but that was some fire. I ain't gonna lie.
I think and this might get a little deep, but I don't want to get too deep in this. But I think the first song that might have actually like hit me in the spot, man, that might have motivated me to do something was "Me Against the World" by Tupac. I think that was probably the very first song that changed my life. I remember, man, I was dealing with like grades or something in school, man, and my mom was on my ass, man, and I was in a real dark place, and then I would just play "Me Against the World," man. That shit would motivate me to do anything. Like that was one of the very first songs I could think of. Like I had to be in grade school at the time that song dropped, or either middle school, that actually motivated me to do something and like actually, you know, want to actually pursue better. Tupac was spitting on that song, man. Just from the way that beat dropped, you knew something was coming behind that song.
What's the first song off the Graduation? No, that was just the Good Morning.
Yeah, it was Good Morning.
But I would say that whole album too. That was inspirational for me, especially when I think I had just graduated too, or I was just about to graduate. When did that album come out? 07, 06?
What's that Kanye album you talking about?
Yeah, that Graduation.
Yeah. Look it up right quick.
06, yeah. So yeah, that was the year I graduated. So like for me, like it was like right around that time when that album came out, and just stuff that he was talking about. And it was just ironic because he didn't, even graduate from college, but just the stuff that he was talking about and the progression in his career. Like for me, it resonated with me in a way. Obviously not the same level, but that was an album that for me was like, man, okay. And on top of that was like, oh man, he really is an artist. Like this dude. He on another level, and even though his other albums that showed me that with College Dropout and Late Registration,
Kanye music just
Graduation was next level.
Cause I can't even think of the name. Man, that's one of my favorite Kanye West songs. But I played it over and over, and what just made me think of it, I was watching Hangover last night. Man, what is the name of it, bro? The song where he like it's so hard not to act reckless. What's the name of it? Kendall.
Wait till I
get my money.
Yeah, wait till I get my money right. Listen, that right there was
that ain't the name of that
song.
I
said, I just certain songs you just gonna you really gonna feel deep in your soul, especially at where I was at in my life during when that song came out. Like I was just, you know what I mean. Even to this day though, I still feel it.
I think it's all about what you're going through at the time when you hear the song. That give you that different feeling, man.
Like Jay-Z and our clique of friends and group of friends.
It's called Can't Tell Me Nothing. That's the name of the song.
Can't Tell Me Nothing. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, but like Jay-Z, he like kind of raised us all. You know what I mean? Like a lot of us, we were acting like him, got a lot of our swag from him, you know what I'm saying? So like it's a lot, bro. Depending on what you're going through in your life, like Blaze said.
Yeah, it's crazy because Kanye West is definitely an artist of our generation that actually inspired me a lot. Because like I said, you used to speak out "Get My Money Right." I mean, I remember when I was going through my first when my first breakup, I should say, from my ex-wife, when we separated for the first time, man, that 808s and Heartbreak, man, that was like the soundtrack to our breakup. If I felt him on every fucking aspect of that album, man.
Now every time you hear that song, it take you back.
Oh yeah, take me back, bro, because that song with him and Lil Wayne was it like I said on 808s and Heartbreaks, man, when he was like, he said, "You think your shit don't stink, but you is Mrs. P.U." I was like, dog, Lil Wayne is going crazy. Crazy. Yeah, that song definitely hit me like I said, a lot different than a lot of these other songs.
What about Drunken Hot Girls?
Yeah.
That was probably your joint, Kendall and Fond du Lac, wasn't it?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
No. Hey, that song was on the equivalent of Player Haters by Biggie, bro. They just got on the studio and got on all bullshit.
They was over there having a good time.
That was it.
He was definitely drunk when he made that song.
Oh God, he was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. But I'm definitely looking forward to this new Kanye album, man. This shit sounds incredible. He's making us wait. It was originally supposed to come out the night. Well,
hey man, I told y'all yesterday this shit giving me detox vibes, man.
Yeah.
Hey man, you know, just put the music out, man. Come on now.
Yeah, we might have to fight Kanye.
He ain't doing listening parties in the stadiums for nothing. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have something coming
out.
I don't know if it's gonna be this year, but this month, but I'm coming.
Hey, I'm not listening to none of it. I ain't watched none of it. But I just want to hear that. I want to be surprised. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you how much he gave me a little demo-itis by actually playing the song first, because I think that originally the album might have had was it 12 tracks, Blaze? It wasn't that many.
It was something like that. Yeah, it wasn't a long album, but now it's expanded like a motherfucker.
Yeah. So now he got 24 tracks on there. Now it wasn't a long album.
A lot more features too.
Right, and a lot more features. Yeah. Originally only had Lil Baby. I think it was Roddy Ricch. Playboy Cardi was on the original one. And then I heard this new one that was 24 tracks. I'm like, man, Kanye is spazzing. And I don't know why anybody.
24 tracks.
Yeah, 24 tracks. And
who knows how many of them actually make it?
Yeah, actually make it.
I think they.
Okay. Kind of like the Good Friday stuff.
Added the locks to it.
Yeah, he added, like I said, he added the locks to it after that. But
that makes sense. Because My Dark Twisted Fantasy, he was doing that with Good Friday. You know what I mean? He didn't have all those songs necessarily on the album. And there was some songs on there where I was like, shit, you should have had that on the album.
Hey, Neville, I'm with you too. I think Jay Electronica definitely gonna have the hardest verse on the album. That was when our listeners just said Jay Electronica had the hardest verse on the album. Yeah, he was going crazy.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah.
He's always going crazy.
In the last year and a half than his whole motherfucking career.
Mm-hmm. I'm definitely looking forward to this album, man. Like I said, I haven't been excited for a Kanye West album probably since I can't think. It had to be Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, because he ain't really dropped nothing upset. Well, no, My Life of Pablo was pretty dope, and I actually like the fact that he kind of kept going back and editing and touching up the album as well. A lot of people saw an issue with that, but I'm like, man, we live in a digital era where you can do that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Where you can actually tap back in and update something if you didn't feel like you got your full vision out. So I was definitely looking forward to that as well. But this album, I don't know. This just hit different, and for it to be a gospel album at that, and you getting some of the hardest verses from these features that you've ever heard. I mean, I thought Jay-Z on that. What's that song? How I Go? I'm Going to Jail Tonight. Y'all ain't heard it. I keep speaking as if y'all listen to the live event, but no, that Jay-Z went nuts on that verse, man. When y'all finally hear it, man.
And he had 2 listening sessions down here too.
Yeah. That was like a week and a half apart or something. But I'm definitely.
I had two of my homies. One, my barber went, and then one of my homies, he went. And he was telling me. I was over his house the other day, and he was telling me about it. But yeah, they all spoke highly of it. Just so.
No, it sounds amazing. I'm just grateful for it to come out.
Yeah, me too.
Definitely.
Yeah, and everybody keep listening to Justin LeBoy on Twitter. I don't know why, because he keeps saying that. He just said that
he said it's the Watch the Throne coming.
Right, he said they postponed it for Watch the Throne, but I highly doubt that. I don't think Kanye West would want to put that many irons in the fire. You know what I mean? But you never.
But I mean,
never know.
Jay don't just show up for no reason. So I know him and Jay in that studio, bro. Didn't Jay-Z Jet? They showed him in Atlanta.
Yeah, he came to Atlanta. So I don't think they were recorded.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't think Jay-Z would record it in that same space that Kanye did. You know what I'm saying? So I could be wrong, but
you never know though, because Kanye in album mode. That's the best time to be with him, bro. Like he's in a different space right now. You know what I mean? Like that, I would record with him if I was Jay. Like shit.
Yeah, that's true as well. You could be right. I was just speaking to that little room that he in the stadium.
That dorm room.
Yeah,
dorm room. Yeah.
But yeah, I think he
ain't staying in that shit, man.
No, I don't think he is either. But to tell you the truth, I think. You know what, man? He might be low key, because Kanye, one of them artists,
Kanye crazy.
Yeah. I wouldn't call it crazy. You know how some people are method actors. You know what I'm saying? I can see him being that kind of artist where he want to engulf himself. Because think about it, fam. He going through a divorce or a breakup from his wife, whatever the hell it is. You know what I'm saying? Because she's been there supporting him this whole entire time. So it don't even really feel like a divorce. It feel like more of a separation. And she was speaking earlier on how she feel like a huge failure behind their marriage not working. So she might be still some hope there, quote unquote. And but for him being secluded away from all the bullshit and able to just focus on music, this to me sounds like the most focused Kanye West has been since My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and maybe the seclusion is actually doing him some good. You know what I'm saying? Because the music is sounding incredible.
Yes, it is.
So, that's the only thing I can speak of. But yeah, hopefully, like I said, I mean, even if he ain't sleeping there, like I like just the visuals from him being there recording.
I see the method shit though with the stocking over his face,
right?
All the weird,
right,
weird closure. Like he in mode for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
And I mean,
he's like Mr. Hanky.
Mr. Hanky. The funniest thing though was him doing push-ups, and then who was that tweeted? I think it was Lil Duval said, "How y'all know that was Kanye West in the middle of the stage doing push-ups? That could have been anybody out there because you couldn't see his face."
Hey, that's what I said too, though.
Yeah. Even the visuals for it was dope though, regardless if it was him or not. I thought the symbology and the visuals for him was dope. Y'all should have definitely watched it.
Kanye West on cocaine and Hennessy in there, making a hell of an album.
Definitely.
You say he on Hennessy in there making a hell of an album?
Cocaine and Hennessy.
Cocaine. Hey, listen, dog. I don't even want to know what kind of mixture cocaine and Hennessy is, bro. Because listen,
shit, look, you saying a mixture, bro. Like he finna give us a classic.
Listen, bro, because I've been off Hennessy and Red Bull, so I don't even want to know what Hennessy and cocaine feel like, bro. Because man, once that cocaine burn off, dog, that Hennessy gonna make you definitely clothesline a nigga. You niggas gonna be in the club jumping off the top rope, bro. It ain't even no ropes in the club.
Listen, he was floating in the air, bro. Listen, he on cocaine and Hennessy, dog. Straight up.
No, that is hysterical.
Man. Life of Hollywood.
Yeah.
Sometimes cocaine is involved.
I don't know if niggas drink Hennessy in Hollywood, bro.
Sometimes get
right. Most.
You know, y'all know it's been
time to time.
Y'all know it's been an interesting week this week, and I want to get y'all input on this. I'm actually Kendall. If you want to go first, I want to because I'm going to the next subject as far as how do you handle discourse? Like, what has been your method as a man? Like when you have a disagreement with a friend, in particular a man. We don't talk about women as much as having discourse with them because that seems to be like a life cycle. So
like a disagreement, like just as far as like an argument and how we resolve it, or
an argument or a disagreement, or even anything like because a lot of times we sit around, we talk, and then we have disagreements with each other, or we might even get pissed and exchange words. Well, how do you feel the best way to handle that is?
I guess it just depends on like the context. So like if it's like through like a text messaging thing, like if I'm going back and forth and we not really coming to agreement, I'll just say I agree to disagree because like I don't want to like necessarily continue over text. And most cases I'm probably not going to call because usually it's probably not a real issue. But if it's something face to face, me personally, like I just try to like address it head on because I mean, you know how outward I am anyway.
Yeah.
And I like to just get to the root of the problem because I'm not like outwardly disrespectful. We might get into a heated argument, but I'm not going to disrespect you just based on your morals or how you feel about a certain situation. So for me, like I don't necessarily get to the point where it gets personal. It's for me, it's just always I try to keep it on the basis of the actual issue itself. Okay. So like if it's something about basketball or something like that, I might not necessarily take it as serious versus if it's something where we were involved in something together and then now you mad at me and then we stop talking to each other for a little while. I'm gonna address that. Like I'm gonna be like, bro, you really stopped talking to me about A, B, and C. And if that we can't resolve that, I'm gonna let you If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna let you do your thing. If you don't want to talk to me for however long, and then once that goes away or whatever, we can get right back to what we was doing. So that's for me, especially with a guy. Like if it's a woman, it might be a little different. I'll probably be more so like trying to resolve it a little bit quicker because just full disclosure, in my opinion, women are a little bit more petty when it comes to those things. And they don't resolve those situations the same way. So, but like versus my homies, like y'all know how I am, so like I expect you to like understand that, and I'm not gonna take it to that level, So when you mad and you're, however long you want to resolve that, it's cool. But let's get back to what we was doing so we can resolve the problem.
Right, Blaze, and I want to get a little bit of input from you as well. How do you typically handle disagreements?
It definitely depends on the situation. If it's a matter of opinion, I really ain't the arguing type. If you feel away and I feel away, most of them be like, all right, you right, whatever. But if it's like principle or something serious, historically I've chose violence. But historically, I try to leave it. I try to leave it alone. No,
he's not lying, viewers.
All right, so I can't even stop laughing over here, bro. Trey, let me ask your opinion. How do you typically handle discourse and disagreements?
I'm gonna say I 100% agree with Kendall and Blades.
Mm-hmm.
Really, I try not
violence, guys.
No, not all the time. But no, I really personally, as long as I try not to come for if you truly my friend or family, I'm not gonna ever come for your character, and I don't want to disrespect you. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So to me, that's out of control. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm at a place in my life where I just keep that type of energy and them type of vibes away from me. You know what I mean? It's at the end of the day, it should always be love. Mm-hmm. If we calling ourselves brothers and friends or family, you know what I mean? It should always be love at the end of the day. So I'm not gonna ever come at your character or disrespect you if we having a disagreement. You know what I mean? So like, if you don't want to talk to me for a little while, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like me and Ron, we had disagreements all the time. Like I even told him one time, I said, listen, it ain't what you said, it's the way you say it. Mm-hmm. I said the way you said it almost came off disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, and he said, damn, I didn't think about it that way. But that's how brothers should talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we've me and Trey, like we've been close to friends for years. So we've definitely got butt heads, and I'm like, fam, like you tripping off the way I said something. I didn't even Yeah, but we right. But see, and I think that's the big thing about us is all our disagreements, because we talk to each other. It ain't nothing never handled through text message or anything like that. If it's in person, we typically handle it in person or via the phone. But I remember our last disagreement. I mean, we was damn near yelling at each other on the phone, and at the end of the day, it was like, bro, it was the way you said it, and I'm not even hearing him because I'm like, bro, I did not mean. Like, me forever. I would never disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? But he was saying it was the way that I said it. I'm like, okay, I get it now. You know what I mean? So, because I'm not above correction at all. So, if somebody feel like I did something that was disrespectful to them, and I'm a principled person at the end of the day. So just like you said, Blaze. So if you feel like I did something to disrespect you, then you need to holler at me. Because I never want anybody that I call myself loving or that I'm a friend to. Feeling like I did it intentionally, you know what I'm saying? Because that ain't never.
Yeah, you don't never know how what you say come across. It might not be your intent.
Exactly.
People perceive stuff different ways. Man,
so. Yeah. Because but yeah, I just think we just need to get better as a culture, as men. To when we get to a point of disagreement, to not attack somebody's character, because that seems like that's something that we typically do in our community, like all the time, like out the gate, like, you know what I'm saying, like fam, like bro, I don't niggas be like, man, I don't like Jordan, or I don't like Brian. Well,
that's your mama a crackhead,
like yeah, that's right. That's because you a fag. That's because you a Brian sexual. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, like where that come from? like you had some built-up time of animosity towards me this whole time I ain't know about. like fam, that's always been crazy to me, because
it go right to the bottom.
Right to the bottom, and I'm just like, God damn, like man, I know I've been guilty of that in the past too, like, but for the most part, like as I've learned more about my me personally, and trying to change my life, become a better human being, like I don't never want that to be how I come across to people, like, you know what I mean? I don't never try to attack, especially men. Never try to attack your character. You know what I mean? I don't normally have these type of disagreement with women, but I'm never coming at a man's character like fam, that's because you did X, Y, and Z. Like that's, to me, that's whole shit. If I can speak frankly, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't never attacking no man character like fam, like you did X, Y, and Z, and this is how you feel, unless you disrespect me. and that's where it comes to the point where, like Blaze said earlier,
Blade's violent.
Yeah, it's gonna either get violent or I'm like I said, because like I said, I'm an OG, and I talk shit.
Because y'all all know me.
Yeah.
I don't get into it with nobody.
Right.
So
or you try not to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Straight up.
And that's how I am too. I try not to get away with anybody. Normally niggas is fucking with me first. I don't just go and try to initiate anything. I'm normally chill.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't never try to go initiate anything, but it just comes to a point where you also have to be aware of your audience. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas be doing little sneak hoe shit. And fam, I can't be responsible how I react if you're gonna keep doing little sneak
like
shit.
For me, like me, I'm an initiator for sure. But like it's usually just stuff surface level. It's not like oh yeah, I heard that you did this with your ex-wife.
Right.
Like I don't care about that shit. Like,
Right.
I mean, I have people that call me.
Could be
Like,
look at your haircut. Like,
Right.
One of our homegirls in the group once called me and was like, Kendall, I know you don't like being in nobody's business, but and then she tried to proceed to tell me some stories because they know like that's just not me. Like I would rather the person that's going through it or doing whoever the person we talking about, I would rather that person come tell me. You know what I'm saying? Versus like you telling me the scoop, and then now you know what I mean. Like that's just not my thing. But you know that's just kind of how I roll with stuff. So I know I'm an initiator with a lot of things, but like I said, most of my stuff is service level and not at a level of disrespecting somebody's character or that person as a whole. You know, this is not how I am.
You don't do that to people you love, man, or people you call friend and brother.
Right.
Me and Kendall had like a 2-hour conversation the other day, and we were talking about that. And me and him have always kind of been, I don't really give a fuck what you're doing with your life. I hope you're being successful. Though. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm worried about me. And me being, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to move forward and do this. I don't care what you do. I don't care about anybody's business. If you tell me, I'll give you advice, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like I got too much of my own shit going on to be worried about what you do.
Yeah, it's something, and it's a lot of people that in our community that they live and they thrive off that mess and knowing something underhanded that somebody did and all this other bullshit. I don't like you said, I don't care about none of that either. Like I said, if not, but if you want to sit up there and try to throw my dirty laundry out, or if you want to play with me in a certain way, then it's gonna get ugly, and it just is what it is. Like, no, man. We ain't talking about nobody in particular. I'm just talking about I'm just talking about how we handle.
Wait,
all right.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. I'm just talking about how we handle discourse in particular in our community. Like we need to get better at doing it, and like I said, surface level stuff like Kendall was speaking to, like, oh, you look this way, you know what that's cool. Like we rib, we play the dozens, we snap, whatever y'all want to call it, with the best of them. You know what I'm saying? But like 9 times out of 10, when we clap back, because the way we are and we OGs and we done been through the fire, like our jokes cut a little bit different. They do, man. So you gotta know who you talking to, because our jokes gonna hit a little bit different.
Oh, for sure.
Right.
So. I was just curious about how y'all like to handle things, and you know, sometimes if I'm going through it the right way. And I had another question, because I was watching this.
My favorite player growing up was Gary Payton. Goddamn, so you know I'm talking some shit.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I wonder, and now that you said that, because I was about to move on to the next subject, but I just brought something else up. I wonder if a lot of our shit talking actually stems from like athletics and us being like, you know, a lot of that machismo and shit.
Well, I think it also just stems from like the environment you're in too. Like, so like, you know, especially when you're growing up, like, you know, we like to make fun of each other. You know, even when you're kids, you're in grade school, you got to defend yourself. You know what I mean? So like, I think it all comes from just that kind of banter. And then also, like you said, your role models, or, you know, maybe your athletic role models, I should say, that you look up to as you come up.
Yeah, that's true.
Because we love to rib.
It's either rib or get ribbed.
Rib, roast, cat, wherever your area is, however you call it. You know, we got a lot of areas that where we do that. You know, and I guess that would be bullying, or if some people would say. Right. But at the same time, man, it's just you gotta defend yourself.
I mean, because playing the dozens has been a part of our culture for a minute. Like, you know what I mean? So this ain't nothing new. Your mama jokes and from where they came from you know, slavery or whatnot.
I think it's a line between the dozens and bullying.
For sure.
Oh yeah, 100% it is. But
for sure.
But definitely,
that's what I said. That's what they would call it. That's why I did the quotes.
Right.
But for sure.
Yeah, but
you know what the real bullying is, not that shit.
No, I definitely ain't getting ribbed, but yeah, no, I was just curious with it. No, you're 100% right. But let me move on to this next thing, because I was watching this Vox documentary earlier, and they were talking about racism and the dichotomy between like the difference between Hispanic people, white people, and black people in our culture. And they were saying that, excuse me,
boat ride.
They were saying that that racism actually causes us to age faster. Like, so I just want to, Kendall, I know this is probably more your realm of expertise, but just
go ahead, gentlemen first.
Yeah, gentlemen first, but just something to think about as far as like things that we experience throughout our culture, in our society, from police brutality to just I have to ask y'all first and foremost before I even carry on with the subject. Have y'all ever had a racist experience in y'all life? Like, Blaze, I ask you first. Have you ever had a racial experience where it was some like blatant racism in your life? Have you had one of those experiences before?
I think I talked about this on the pod before. Like that, well, I mean, it's a number of them, but
Mhm.
just one that's so hilarious to me is when I was walking through the parking lot and lady was sitting in her car and I was walking to my car and she hit the door locks on me like I was trying to come get in her shit or something.
Well, duh, of course you were.
I was like, what the fuck? Like I'm offended. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm just walking to my car.
Right. You like you seriously, and you might be with somebody that's not black or who ain't never experienced shit like that, and they start noticing stuff like that and be like, damn, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And to your point about the car, you said that when you were walking to your car and she locked her doors. Yeah. But what kind of car were you getting into? Just so.
Yeah. I had an Infinity truck. I was getting in a nice car. Like and I was just shopping pretty bags. Like I don't want nothing you got, lady. She was like a minivan or
something. Man, you know you wanted that minivan. Come on now.
Man, cool out, man.
Yeah. Now,
I wanted the Kia boys or something.
Yeah, Trey. Now, can you give the listeners some of your maybe quote unquote?
I just had a recent one, man. I was in Walmart grabbing some stuff, and I noticed I was in the self checkout, and I noticed two. They were Caucasian Americans, two women, and it's crowded. They literally, I was on the left side and wasn't nobody on that side. And there was a right side full of people. Mm-hmm. And I'm just looking out the corner of my eye and I see both of them just staring at me the whole time. Listen, so it's people just walking right past them from the other side. They ain't even looked at me. So me, and I learned this from my good brother Kendall. Always let them know that they racist. So as soon as I got done, paid for my stuff, and I was with my girl, and I told her to, her and her daughter, so I told them to kind of, walk forward. I went right up to him. I said, there's a lot of stuff that could have got stolen the way you was looking at me. I said, I make more than both of y'all combined. Calm down. Then I walked away. They looking at me crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, like, because I'm a shit on you too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm a shit on you. Like, just so you know, I make more than both of y'all combined, fam. Calm down. Yeah. That was the other day. I'm talking about they were staring at me the whole time. Mm-hmm. I'm like, damn, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. All right. But
now, Kendall, if you want to share one of your stories, but if not, then I kind of want to get on the point of me.
Go ahead.
Asking that question was, I was watching this Vox documentary, and they were actually saying that because of racism and systemic oppression and stuff, we age faster in this country. I think the average lifespan of a Hispanic person was like 81, whites was like 78, and blacks were around 75, 71. Our mortality rate or our expected lifespan. And they were saying the reason why was because you have these stressors, stress is attributed to your overall health. And I know for a fact that whenever I've experienced going into a hostile environment that I deemed to be quote unquote racist, or if I knew somebody in the room didn't like me, somebody I work for didn't like me because of the color of my skin, that it increased my stress levels. You know what I mean? I was either depressed, super anxious when I was in that environment, or ready to put hands on somebody. And a lot of times these were professional environments where I wasn't afforded to do that, because you know how we handle stuff from where we from. Yeah. But when somebody's feeding your family, when you're making bread with somebody, you can't always just jump out the window and go directly to violence. You know what I mean? But and so you gotta, like you said, you gotta grin and bear it. And this points to that episode of that TV show, Kendall, Them. With a main character, the father, it was an Emery. I can't remember his first name. His last name was Emery. But he kept seeing this coon or this jig. What do they call him? A character in blackface following him around, because every time he did something that went against his morality. You know what I mean?
He looked like he was from one of those minstrel films, basically.
Exactly. So they were in
what you gonna do?
Yeah, and exactly. And in the show, he would follow him around every time this character would get mad at either a white person, and he felt like he had to bow down or placate to this person, and then this character would just appear out of nowhere. And to me, like I said, that's how I felt a lot of that over the course of my life, like coming into professional settings, coming into business settings, where I'm like, man, I want to strangle this motherfucker. He don't even know, because you feel.
How about in the military?
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm speaking to as well. A lot of that was in the military as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. In the military. You probably military more often than not.
More often than not. And to me, like I said, that attributed a lot to my stress. I'm like, man, I can't believe I let this motherfucker play me. Because you pick up on, as a black person, you pick up on those microaggressions. It ain't always direct. A lot of times, the majority of the time it is. Yeah, the majority of the time it is those microaggressions. And then sometimes I used to think like, man, these white people don't know what they doing or thinking or saying. You know what I mean? But a lot of times they do. So I just want that's where I was going with this whole thing. And as far as like racism affecting your overall health, because I try to live my life as stress-free as possible, because society in itself has enough going on to keep you stressed. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me.
Well, Ron, the first thing you said was how those situations made you feel. You said, well, one thing I heard was stress. Mm-hmm. And we already know stress causes aging. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like it just does. So, well, go ahead, Kendall.
Oh no, go ahead. Continue. I don't know if Ron was used to.
No, I'm good. I just wanted to get your input on as well and see. I don't know if you had any statistics or anything like that you could pull up.
I don't necessarily have like statistics, but I think that, you know, it's all correlated to, like you said, stress. And you know, that's kind of why like I think it's important to make sure you get like chiropractic adjustments or any kind of like massage, any of those things, because like it all deals with like your nervous system. And it all comes from, like you said, it's a stressor. So like when you pay attention to like you said, you were anxious. You might have felt anxious one day. You might have been depressed as a result of an issue dealing with race. So like I think that we don't look at it in the same way. We just usually try to keep it down inside. And I think that's why it's very healthy to always, like, kind of to Trey's point, make sure that they understand, like, no, that was racist and here's why. And I know you know that, which is why you said or did what you did. So I'm going to make sure that you feel a certain kind of way as well, because it's not about making somebody feel bad. It's about making sure that you release that from yourself so that you don't harbor that shit on the inside and kill yourself, because it's the absolute truth. I mean, it's a level of cancer, you know, when that stuff just kind of sits inside of you and you don't never bring it out of you. You stay angry on the inside, and then you wonder why this person is gone at such an early age, because they just bottle so much in. And that's why we deal with what we deal with our stress, stroke, all that stuff is all attributed to the brain. You know what I mean? And not getting enough oxygen to it, not breathing, you know, like, so meditation, all of that stuff is just very important, especially for people of color, just because of what they deal with on a daily basis. And like you said, even white people, because of what they deal with racism and not acknowledging things, keeping things under wraps, not actually having those real conversations and changing stuff, you know, they deal with it too. They just deal with it on a different level. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's all absolutely, you know, on the inside. I mean, because that's where everything comes from, right? I mean, if it's coming up in here and it's internal, it's got to go somewhere if it don't come out of your mouth. So all energy is energy. So if it's sitting in here metastasizing in your chest, you wonder why you got cancer. You know, there's a lot of things with that. I ain't trying to get spiritual, but you know, I think that's very real.
No, that's a fact. I to me, like I said, I never even thought about that, to let white people know when they do something to offend you, or
you got to.
Yeah, I mean,
what I learned, Ro, is a lot of that shit is overt. Like, they just being some racist bigots, but a lot of that shit, they have no clue that they being racist. Like, these motherfuckers don't have no idea. Then you point it out, then they be like, oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
and you got to.
Yeah, me personally, because like I said, I try to avoid violence at almost any cost. You know what I'm saying, or
they don't got necessarily get violent, but I understand what you're saying, because you quick tempered in some cases, and sometimes it piss you off.
Yeah.
So I get it.
And you might kill somebody.
Right.
You might kill someone, so you don't need to go to jail. Right? They might put you in jail just for getting loud. So I mean, because you too damn big.
Exactly.
So I understand, but you know, sometimes, bro, you just got to learn how to have that calm demeanor. Because I mean, I'm rarely ever calm, and I'm always loud. So even if I try to be quiet, I'm not. But but you just got to make sure, bro. Like, people got to know about this stuff, you know. And it's high time and past, you know, all that BS, man. Because otherwise, again, you're gonna take it home to you and internalize. You know what I mean? And be pissed, and like, you might bring it out to maybe your friends or your family and tell them what happened, but that needs to be directed right back at that person, you know, and they need to know. And the people that don't know, you need to show them too. Yeah. You know, and not in the same way, you know, because if they don't get it, then you can't necessarily come at them in the same light. But the people that get it and you know, man, please, you gotta let them know right off top.
Make them uncomfortable, bro.
That's it.
Like, because I'm not gonna be in here uncomfortable. I live in Nebraska.
That's how you change. That's how you change.
Bro, I live in Nebraska, and the last little town I stayed in was a white small town. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And bro, I was a sales rep at a cell phone company, and I would get a lot of older white males that would come in, and I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And they won't say nothing to me. And I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'll raise the tone of my voice, and I swear to God, they'll look at me like, "Hey, yeah, motherfucker, yeah." They straight up though, like, motherfucker. Yeah. Or if I hold the door open for you and you don't say thank you, welcome. I'll let them know. Yeah. Like it ain't, you gonna be uncomfortable because I ain't finna be uncomfortable in my shoes.
Yeah.
And
I just think that's dope that y'all, like I said, that y'all brought that up, because honestly, like I said, my whole entire life, like I said, because I am so quick tempered, like it'll go from fam, like, I just said hello to you, right? to now I'm busting you in your shit, because I'm not about to keep exchange. I'm not mincing words. You know what I'm saying? Right. So like that's why I try to avoid, like, okay, well I feel like, okay, this person might have disrespected me. I might try to avoid that a little bit, because I know I'm gonna have to put my hands on them. Because like the moment I say something, if they say something back that I don't like, nigga, all that Karen shit that y'all see on the internet, and it ain't
now that stuff. Now them extreme cases, like I don't know how I would handle this.
Yeah. Oh no.
Hey, because the more I get to crying and falling out, yelling and all that shit, I'll be like, whoa.
Yeah, I had an issue like this when I was stationed in South Korea. It was this Korean man. Like, Koreans constantly protest about Americans being in their country and about our American. It's kind of like how you see college students protest in America for social injustices and whatnot. In Korea, it's the exact same thing. They don't agree with Americans' presence over there, so they constantly protesting, and they constantly protesting in like the tourist attraction, like Seoul, South Korea, right outside the train station, which pretty much is like the central hub that connects you to get to Korea to go and visit Seoul and all these other places. They always protesting right outside of there. And so I remember I was on a strip down in Seoul one time in Itaewon, and this Korean guy, he kept walking up to me. He was like, "You American, you go home," like, with his broken English and shit. And I was just sitting up there like this. I'm like, man, if this motherfucker touched me, I was like, because he was all up in my face, bro, screaming and shit. But like in Korea, it's called, you can cause an international incident. So they don't want, American soldiers interacting with the Korean public like that. So this guy, he's going crazy, man. I'm like, the moment this motherfucker touched me, I'm gonna lay his ass the fuck out. And and I just try to avoid those situations, because like I said, I know my temperament, but
I felt my life was in danger.
Right. All right. No, but no, you can get in big trouble for causing an international incident. So,
no, I know.
I mean, in those situations, hell no. But I mean, when you're by yourself, I mean, if somebody maybe needs a gut punch, that's fine. Mm-hmm. But the main thing is like, you got kids, bro, and I'm not finna get in no mode where I'm judging you or telling you what to do ever. I'm never a parent, and I never come at nobody who is. Mm-hmm. But like, that's what Amir needs to see. So because he's gonna have to deal with it, because he's gonna become a giant as well. Right. You know what I mean?
Well, so he already is.
He's gonna have to be able to. Okay, let me know how to process this. Let me know how to check this. Like, oh, Dad, I remember when Dad used to check so and so, not in a way where he was about to clothesline him, but he had to check him and let him know about himself, so that now I know how to do that. Now I know how to take that on if I have to deal with something like that. Hopefully he doesn't, but this is America, so most cases likely. He probably is going to have to. So those are the things that the reasons why you want to start working on that. That way. The look, and your baby, when she gets to a certain age, you know what I mean? And she definitely looks up to you, because every picture that you send, she's probably in the corner somewhere or next to you.
Right.
So she's even gonna be influenced by you as well. Of course, she already is. We already got her saying some of our phrases. But yeah, man. So I mean, that's just really the importance to me. Just making sure that the people around us know how to check that shit in, because it's high time, man. And it's like, when we don't say anything, it's kind of like, and I'm not trying to compare it, but it's kind of like with the uncle that we don't never say nothing about, but he out here molesting somebody in the family, and we just acting like it don't happen because we don't want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Like those kind of things, like when it just sits there and just rots, you know what I mean? And we never address it. And that's, we've done a lot of that, and I think that we at the point now where it's time to stop.
Right.
And we just need to continuously check.
Got to make them aware of. Facts. You notice that shit, they need.
You have to make them up. A
lot of times, I don't even think they should be they really don't know.
Mm-hmm. No, for sure. And that's what I said. Now, those people, you can pretty much get a judge of that, and those are the people that you address in a different way. You wouldn't necessarily come at them the way that Trey addressed somebody when he hold the door open for him, or things like that. Yeah. But other people, when they got to get that, they got to get that, and that's okay. Right. But I agree with you on that. Some people just need to learn it, and then they change it for themselves. But it also might be like you said, they might be in the car with you, and they see some shit, and they're like, "Damn, like that shit really does happen, huh?" Like, yeah, we haven't just been talking. Like, wake your dumb ass up, and let's finally figure out a way to change this.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, but no, that like I said, y'all, I think y'all did a phenomenal job at answering that. Apparently we having an issue with our live stream. Let me see. I don't want to stop and then come back. I think I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up since we're recording live. But yeah, man, I think y'all answered that fantastically. Because like I said, this is some shit that I've been curious about, and I never ever thought in a million years to like I said, address somebody head on when I feel like they did something that might have been quote unquote disrespectful. Unless it was somebody like I said that was directly doing it to me, you know what I'm saying? Like for as far as like knowing exactly what they were doing, but I never thought to actually let a person know, hey, you being disrespectful or you being racist or not, I won't say disrespectful. I'm definitely speaking to racism. Fuck disrespect. I'm definitely speaking to racism. So I feel like you was being racist. Hold on a second, because
insensitive, whatever words you want to use with it.
Right. Okay.
Usually, I like to use the R word.
Okay. The audio apparently fixed itself, so we good. Hold on a second. Let me.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. I was like, okay, but the audio apparently fixed itself, so we good now.
The hard R.
Right, but no, that's more so when I'm speaking to is racism. Fuck the disrespect, because like I said, I normally handle disrespect completely differently than racism. So, but no, I think that's a good idea for like not only me, but anybody who listens as well. Because I typically I see somebody. Last time I had a racist event, it was actually one of my coworkers. We were talking about what were we talking about? I can't remember. We was talking about something. It had nothing to do. It was about an invitation to a party, and this motherfucker kept saying something to the fact of such that we ain't inviting you because you eat up all the fried chicken. He wasn't speaking to me. Oh no, I know what it was. It was when those Popeyes chicken sandwiches first came out, and one of my coworkers went and ordered 5 of them, and he just happened to be black. He went and ordered 5 of them motherfuckers. He just happened to be black, and I'm like, bro, like fam, you ain't gonna leave no chicken for us, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just gonna go order all the chicken sandwiches up, bro? Like, they in short stock, you know what I'm saying? And he was like I didn't even try them when they first came out because I was a little skeptical about them, but he was like
they were fire.
But yeah, I know they was fire. That's what everybody keeps saying. But
they were fire.
Yeah, were is the key word here.
Yeah. So they're not around anymore. They're done.
No, they still here.
They still there, but they it's not the same.
Well, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I tried them probably like a year after they came out, and I loved them. So I ain't got no complaints. You know what I'm saying? But everything is ultra hype. But that's what it was. So when we were in the we was on the floor. We joking about the chicken sandwiches and whatnot. And he and one of the other white coworkers had no clue what we was talking about. It was an inside joke. He was like, yeah, we ain't inviting such and such over here because he gonna eat up all the chicken. And I'm like, I looked at that dude. I said, at first, nobody said nothing. You know what I'm saying? We just kind of let him say it, and then he go. You know how white people got to insert themselves in the conversation. So he said it again. He like, yeah. Did you hear what I said? Such and such gonna eat up all the fried chicken. I looked at dude.
Did you hear what I said?
Did you hear what I said, bro? I looked at dude. This was my exact words. So I said, bro, shut the fuck up. I'm like, fam, like you don't even know what we talking about. Like why you just gonna insert yourself in the conversation?
So Rome, I think that was one of those people that really didn't understand.
He wanted to be funny.
Yeah.
He wanted to be funny. So
yeah. But
you could have. You damn near could have. You'd have had to get bothered with him.
He gave Ron one of these.
Hey, pure one of those.
You damn near had to whisper to him like real quick, like, fam, you being racist. Calm down.
Yeah. I told him
it wasn't blatant racism, but it was racist.
My shut the fuck up got through to him because
he ain't never telling a joke again.
Later on that day he came to me. He was like, "Oh man, I wasn't trying to offend you or anything." I'm like, "Yeah, it was an inside joke. You didn't know what the fuck we was talking about." Like,
all right, so never mind, Rome. I'm checking everyone. We're gonna give you some cover. Never mind, Rome. Don't check nobody when they say anything racist.
I'm still working on my communication skills, listeners. As y'all can see.
Hey, you just got to work on your communication spot. You just got to work on your racism radar.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
That was it was an accident. He just wanted to be funny with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I seen this meme floating around that said, "Why do men start podcasts instead of getting therapy?" And I was like, "This is it, right?"
It is therapy. Yeah.
I'm like, "This is therapy." Shit. Yeah, straight up. Sometimes you need to talk about stuff with your homeboys and work through things. You know, a lot of times men we just want to be have that bravado and just, you know what I'm saying, constantly hold it up. So like that's why we start podcasts, ladies, instead of going to therapy. But some of us do both. I know I do both. I can only speak for myself, but I'm pretty sure a lot of my other friends in this on this podcast do the same.
No, I'm definitely starting therapy with my girl. So
yeah, straight up. And like I said, do it individually because it makes a world of difference. Because sometimes you can't address all your issues.
Nah. She going to therapy. I'm just gonna come in and get my free sessions.
All right. See, this is why.
I'm just here for support. I'm gonna be the one talking. Like, let me tell you, man.
What about this?
Man, I'm a week. Let me tell you what happened with these motherfuckers.
How are you feeling?
But do y'all have anything else to add before we wrap, man? Because outside of Bucks and 6 and feel it.
God damn it!
God damn it! Kendall said, "God damn it!"
Y'all, Bucks and 6 next year, Kendall.
Hey, Kendall, say something so the listeners can see what you was just doing.
Feel it.
There we go. Do it one more time. Now do it again.
The Antlers?
Yeah.
The Antlers? The Antlers?
This nigga said Antlers, dog.
You know that's what they think it is.
There ain't no goddamn Antlers. But all right, but we'll throw it up.
Y'all think that they don't know what they was throwing up? They're like, are those antlers?
This nigga said antlers, bro. I am done.
Why do they keep throwing them up backwards?
All right.
They like, shouldn't it be like this?
Oh my god, dog. Somebody remove Kendall, dog.
Listen, I went to a barbecue, bro, the other day. And there was a whole bunch of Milwaukee kids outside, bro. And I was driving by. I was like, listen, all of them got the
They were throwing up the antlers. They were throwing up the antlers.
Little jackals.
Oh my god.
Gotta throw up the antlers. Bucks and 6. Yeah.
Oh, that is hysterical. Hey, listen, man. But listeners, hey, and just to let y'all know, give us like 30 seconds after I sign us off because live streaming I gotta end it on a kind of a delay. So after I sign us off, y'all just go ahead and just give me quiet for like 30 seconds, then I'll log us off. But listeners, thank y'all for tuning in. And we're gonna try to bring more of y'all these live streams, and so y'all can join the conversation. And like I said, I will post a link in the chat every week so y'all can see it, and so y'all can join the conversation, so y'all can call in because we want to hear from y'all as well. Like we don't just want to be up here speaking like we got all the answers, but we just giving y'all
send in topics. Let them send in topics.
Yeah, send in topics too. Exactly. So like I said, but we want to make y'all a part of this podcast as much as we possibly can. We want to have this like more so like a family oriented thing and just
interaction.
Yeah, interaction. So yeah, please join us, man. Like I said, y'all know our Instagram, y'all know our Facebook. So like I said, anything y'all want to talk about, like you can send it directly to me. Y'all got my number, or like I said, y'all know my Instagram, my personal Instagram. Just send it to me, and we can chop it up and really take this thing to the next level. But thank y'all for tuning in, and we will see y'all next week.
Pick up that merch, y'all.
Yeah, pick up that merch.
Yes.
Yeah, the link is link is in the description. It's looking real good too. Okay.
Real nice tees.
But we'll holler at y'all next week. Peace.